Men don't know what they want. Please, but they're not having anything in that fight. Let's just.
Okay, so it won't be part of it. I'm like, so you see some girls, they'll tell you, oh, I don't like people that are too touchy. I don't like people that are too. Listen,
That's very self-centered. You like touching people, you like people touching you.
it depends on who's touching me. Like I said,
Obviously, we're talking about your partner.
I mean, sure, on some days, not every time.
Oh my God, it's not.
It's not.
I'll just keep ranting. That's all.
I can still do that. No, it's like a first date now.
Doesn't matter. You can still do
If
that.
I give you a Mercedes on the first date, you won't be scared.
I'll just see you as maybe a philanthropist, nothing serious.
Philanthropist, that's a big word.
But I will run actually. I would run because what does he want to do with me? Hey, I beg you.
No. So I saw this YouTube video of a guy that like did Uber in a Lambo. And like girls are like, wait, what?
I will not enter that.
Seriously?
No.
Why?
Where is he taking me to?
It's a Lambo. Like he has all the.
No. So when I enter the car, then I'll just slip off.
Apa.
Sorry, I'm too African for that.
Yeah, I mean, you have some leanings to Yoruba, those Yoruba.
Exactly. So I'm too African for that.
All right. So majorly, I want to just ask a few questions and see if this will work out.
Okay.
And who knows? But you seem like you make it work out since you're coming on this.
It is, I mean, I'll make a decision.
All right. So what do you like to do for fun?
I like to hang out with friends. I like to go bowling.
Yeah, that's
and
beautiful.
Yeah, actually. And I love to listen to worship songs almost every day, singing and dancing.
What's your favorite worship artist?
Mercy Chinwo.
Mercy Chinwo.
And Nathaniel Bassey.
Okay. Should I ask you to sing it?
I know, because my voice is very bad. I only sing better when I'm in the bathroom.
Oh yeah, I mean, a bunch of us. All right. So first of all,
what do you like to do for fun?
I like to host, like make people happy, give people a great time. Literally, that's what I like to do for fun. So if there are no people, then there's no fun.
I understand you. That's why I like to hang around friends, because being alone is boring.
Not so much I like.
Let's see.
All right. So in terms of what does a kind man have to offer to you, or is kindness one thing that you look out for when you're about to get into a relationship with anybody?
Yes. So aside romantic relationship, I think if the world was kind, things would be different. People will be happier than they are. So I mean, if you are with a kind person, automatically so many things will naturally work out. So yeah, kindness is like a big deal for me in any relationship.
Okay, that's cool. So what's your past relationship? Has it been like your ex-boyfriends? I want to ask what led to that breakup? What happened?
See, the 3 years relationship that I had.
3 years
with a DJ. God, I beg.
Why do I feel like I know the DJ?
I don't know for you. I don't know for you. It was a lot. I had to endure a lot of things. I had to keep forgiving, because I have a very strong forgiving spirit. So I can easily look away even when you do something very bad, because when I'm like, let me just forgive. But it did not end well, trust me. But we're G's now, Sha.
I mean, I was going to ask that what happened, if that's not too much to ask. I mean,
there was cheating, there was long distance, like we are not in the same state. There was not seeing for almost 8 months in the same state. It was just not giving what it was supposed to give.
Yeah, it was like the typical grass to grace story. Was maybe some.
In what aspect?
Some DJ trying to like make travel through the big scenes, and what's it all about that?
Nah, it wasn't about that. It was, look, that relationship. Let's just move on, please. Let's just move on.
So, going forward, what are the key things that you would say that, if we're to get into a relationship, these are non-negotiable. This has to happen. This has to be in place. This has to.
I love intentional men. I mean, you see this thing that they say, some ladies say, but it's not true. Honestly, it's true on my own end, because that's things that when they say things like it's the thoughts that matter. I'm not the you have to give me allowance kind of person. I'm not even comfortable enough to ask a guy for money to start with. You get, so whatever you give me, whatever, no matter how small the gift is, as long as it is very thoughtful. I mean, the fact that you actually thought of getting me something is a big deal for me. So I love men that are very intentional in their thoughts, in their actions, in everything that they do, basically.
Majorly, that just intentionality.
Yeah, and be good for yourself. I mean, you can be good for me. If you give me money, I'll collect it. But my point is like, be okay. I don't want, because you see, men usually have this phase that they go through this, I'm going through a lot phase, and then they zone out.
Yeah, so
And then they give the whole, you should understand thing. Or, I always tell my friends something that men like to say things like, oh, we're going through so much, we just don't tell you. Hello, I can see it. You don't get, you don't tell me, but then your actions is saying a lot of things. You're going off, you're not replying messages, you just want me to, I'm affected too. So it's better you just tell me. Let both of us go through the whole thing together. She gets.
Yeah, so it seems like you're calling me out, to be honest. And
do
I
that.
feel like yeah, I used to do that. I'm trying to be better.
Okay.
You should that's not a red flag, at least don't run away yet.
I can try. I don't run away from things. I try to make a person change. If you can't, then I'll just.
Yeah, so for me it was more about like, at this phase when like you're a career person and you've been able to scale grow gradually in the whole entertainment space. And then yes, I said growing. I didn't yeah. So for when sometimes you just add 2 plus 2 equals to 4, but it becomes 2 plus 2 equals to -1.
Yeah.
And that phase, and you just have to like zone out and just be in your headspace. And there's this thing that women probably do. I'm not Let me not try and generalize it. Some women probably do. Like asking too many questions.
Okay.
So for instance, you're noticing that this guy is zoning out. Stop bothering me. Like you can speak, you can ask questions, but I don't want to tell you stupid questions, but don't ask questions that are weird. That's what I'm just trying
Okay.
to
So
say.
let me explain something. My own aspect, my own perspective is, as a man, I mean, someday you would want to start up a family.
Mhm.
When you are going through your hard times, when you are going through the toughest times in your life, you have a wife, you have kids, what will you do? You zone out.
No, you wouldn't zone out. You fix it up.
So why can't you fix it up in the relationship? Don't wait till you're married. Fix it. The same thing you're going to do in your marriage, fix it in your relationship. It's very simple.
No, so the thing is not it's not that you're not going to communicate. You will still communicate, but at the end of the day, what matters the most is like I said, for me, don't bother me, don't get into my space, don't make me uncomfortable. Do you understand? At that point in time, just respect.
So I think that in that situation, you just need to understand the person you are with. For you, you just
Mhm.
said some men like it when you ask them many questions. But for personally, if I ask you first time, second time, I see that you don't answer me. Everything I will say is it will come around. I'll just leave you because myself, I'm already tired. These questions I'm asking you, I'm tired. I'm giving up. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So for you, it's okay. For some men, they take it as she doesn't care. She asked me once and that's it. You'll be shocked how petty a lot of men are. Do you understand? But if you say that's what works for you, then that's fine too.
So what would you say is the most generous thing you've done for any man?
Any man.
Yeah, okay. Maybe a man that you were dating. That's what let me put that.
Most generous. Let me see. Maybe give him jobs that I'm supposed to do. Yeah. I feel like my man's growth is my growth. So if I have enough on my plate, I mean, I could just
It's a share.
share.
Yeah, that's noble. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it.
So what's the most generous thing you've done?
The most generous thing I've done for a woman is I think I've sacrificed. I'm trying to put it in the right way so it doesn't seem wrong. I think I've sacrificed my entire holidays.
As in, I don't understand.
So in terms of she wasn't the happy home kind of person. So she didn't like to go home. Do you understand? So
She was in your space.
yeah, I had to now be there when I should literally be lounging and chilling. So I had to be there through all that trauma and Trust me, it was breakfast at the end of the day. It was.
But that's generous because I mean, sometimes people just want to be in their space. People just want to have fun with their own friends and not be with their partners. That kind of. I was watching something online one time and it was explaining how men work, how you guys' brain actually work. Like you guys want your woman in your space, but not in your space.
Yeah,
You guys are complicated.
I know women are more complicated.
Let's not start that.
Like, I feel like scientists can never unravel women.
I don't think I feel like we are very direct. You guys know exactly what we want. You people are the complicated ones. Men don't know what they want. Please, but they're not having any gender fight. Let's just
Okay. So in terms of like gesture, what do you say is your love language? What does it for you the most?
like say receiving gifts, words of affirmation, quality time. Oh my god, quality time is everything for me. I want to see you. I'm not even talking about anything sexual, but I want to enter you. Let's just be in our space. Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
What about you?
So for me, I think first of all is acts of service. Yeah, the things you do, just and then I don't think this is not part, but maybe it's part of it. I'm like, so you see some girls, they'll tell you, oh, I don't like people that are too touchy. I don't like people that are too.
I see.
Yeah.
Do you like touching people?
I like touching people.
Do you like people touching you? Ha.
You're making me seem like a bad person.
That's very self-centered. Do you like touching people? Do you like people touching you?
Depends on who's touching me. Like I said.
Obviously, we're talking about your partner.
I mean, sure, on some days, not every time.
Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, this is a roller coaster of emotions. You're making me feel terrible now.
I heard. Fine.
All right.
So how is your partner supposed to know when not to touch you?
Understanding communication. Just know when these guys. I'm not in for this right
I
now.
don't like mood swings.
You don't like mood swings. It happens to everyone.
It doesn't happen to me.
At all.
No matter how sad I am, to never rub off on the person beside me.
I feel like that's genuine capture.
I'm serious.
Never. So you never doubt it.
No, I rather just tell you what's up and I'll leave your space. Do you know how uncomfortable it is to be sitting beside someone that is not in the mood? That means, for example, I'm something as little as when I'm around my friends and then I know that maybe she's not in the mood or they're not in the mood and I'm watching a reel and I want to show you and I'm like, she's not in the mood. Oh, please. I don't like that kind of energy. So don't be in my space at all if you're not in the mood.
Yeah, that's not that.
You can be in the room, I can be in the sitting room, but
just day
your day. Since you want to day your day.
I feel you. So in terms of like getting into a relationship and what are your key highlights and what are your non-negotiable compromise? What are those things you will not compromise on, like standards? If he has these characteristics, I will not do it and I will not continue a relationship.
I do not like when a guy is dirty. I can't stand a dirty guy. You don't have to be clean. You don't have to be perfect, but I'm not very neat myself. Do you understand? I'm not the type that you come into my room and everything is arranged. It's not arranged. Sometimes it's very bad. It's very bad. And I like a guy that understands that, basic chores are not gender based. Just help each other out. I think I'm that simple, honestly.
So I'm just like going to paint a scenario in terms of would you for instance now so there's this thing I do that my mom doesn't really like. So I could be back from somewhere, yeah, and I'm just getting into the living room, but I'm pulling my shirts. Like I'm pulling
The living room.
like I'm pulling my shirts in the living room. Is that's not dirty now. Is that dirty?
That's rough. So you put it in the living room, then go inside the room to pull your trouser, then put your boxer in the bathroom. Because what's your plan exactly?
No. It's just when you're like they say girls like wear bra, and the moment they get into the house, the first thing is they are unstrapping straight up.
Well, it's fine by me. Honestly, if I'm calm or if I'm in the mood to pick it up for you, I'll pick it up for you. Perfect. Or if I'm not, when you are done resting, you will go back and pick it up. It's not.
But that will never be a big issue.
No, it's not. It's not. I'll just keep ranting. That's all. Okay. Pick this. The funny thing is that the more I tell you to, I've been with someone that does this. He removes everything. His top, his glasses, and then I'm like, so after a while, when he wants to like remove it, just be like, see, I did not drop it. Oh, 7. you get used to what I want. It rubs off on people like that.
All right. So earlier you're talking about mood swings, and I'm like, boy, like almost everybody has mood swings. So. But how would you want me to deal with my mood swings?
So first thing is, when I believe that when you are going into that mood, you know that you're going into that
You're
mood.
conscious.
Yeah, don't let it hit me unexpectedly. If you're not, for example, let's say we're not together, and then you don't want to talk because you're, tell me, oh, babe, or whatever it is that you want to call me. I won't be able to talk for now. When I'm in a good headspace, I'll text you, and I'll be like, oh, okay, it's fine.
Are you
And
sure you're
I
going to
pray
say
for
okay,
you.
fine? Because I mean, a couple of girls will tell you, "Oh, so you don't want me again, Abby?" Now I understand it.
See, the thing is, I hear this a lot. I've not seen those kind of girls, and I've not even been around because I've not been around those kind of girls, so I don't know if it's actually a thing. I feel like girls do it not because they don't know the right thing to do, but because they just want to be annoying. You can't tell me they don't know that. I mean, you will want to be in a good headspace. It's normal. People have times where they want to think of something. People have times where they're not in the mood to do anything. I understand. You can be in your space, or don't drag me into that space and dump me there. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. So for me, tell me ahead of time that you're not going to be in the mood. And if we are going to be together, if we are together and then something is, I mean, physically, and then you want to rest and you just tell me very direct, you can I get a few hours alone to myself? I'll leave you alone and you'll be, when you're ready, you'll come back. It's as simple as that.
So another thing that bothers me, not bothers me per se, but I think we should need to discuss it, is the fact that oh, okay, yeah, an online sensation. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounded really cool, I know.
Okay.
So yeah, an online sensation. So what's your take on keeping the relationship private or public? And how would you like me to act in situations where maybe the relationship gets out?
So I think for me, it's whether it's private, whether it's public, doesn't matter to me. If anyone you want is fine by me. Because if it's private, we keep it private. If you want public, I mean, really, your problem. But it depends on how public you want to go. Do you understand? Obviously, we can't just be kissing everywhere, every
Like
corner, making videos and
Mickey
posting.
James kind of stuff.
I don't think Vicky James is doing anything wrong. She's living her life like almost every other couple out there, and bloggers will not let her rest.
Mm.
So I don't think she's doing. She does get ready with me with her husband. She does games with her husband. That's fine. That's not an issue.
But why post it? That's what I'm saying. Then, like
It's her page. You can unfollow her or block her. It's her page. That's the point.
You're attacking me
I'm
already.
not attacking. I'm like it's not you. I'm not speaking to you there. I'm just saying that it is her page. You can choose to unfollow her or block her or just don't do anything that's with Vicky James. But it's her page now. It's her husband. It's not an issue. She's not the first to do it. So why is everybody talking about her?
True. Sure, sure. So will you term yourself as a very kind person?
I'm kind to a fault, and I'm trying to be tougher because it has gotten me to do things that do not favor me at all.
So yes, yeah, great.
I'm kind to a fault.
Mm. So what's your what how do you like communication in terms of with your partner? How would you like him to communicate his feelings to you?
Just be calm. If you shout at me, I would think they just released you from psychiatric home. Honestly speaking, if you shout at me, I won't be able to communicate well. So because I can be very hot tempered sometimes, not all the time, but like sometimes when I feel like I'm not heard, because I'm usually the calm person 80% of the time. So if I'm raising my voice, just know that it has probably gotten to me. So I feel like you should. Two people cannot fire and fire cannot, blame. So if you are raising your voice, it's fine. Honestly speaking, you will feel bad with my reaction because I know how to make people feel bad.
You okay?
You see, I don't know what I would do, but I know that you will feel bad for shouting at me. I'm just a girl, please.
Mm.
I don't like.
That sounded like I'm cool, but I can be.
Yeah, I can be,
Easily.
but I'm cool. I don't like fights. I don't like grudges. I don't like extending fights to the next day. I can't sleep angry. I'll keep. So now one thing I do not like and I will never like, and I think my ex did it, is when you're upset.
Mm.
I understand that you're upset, but then I'm calling you.
Pick up my call.
Just let's have the conversation. Don't, because my day will not go well again. And I feel like part of the thing I said about being kind is being selfless. sometimes. So if I know that me being mad at you is not making your day go well, what will it take me to just have a conversation with you?
So yeah, that kind of showed you that if we fight, let's still be communicating, but we know that
No, we will not
heat
still
is.
be communicating. We will talk about it before we move on to the next thing. Like, what is the fight
No, some
about?
some you don't settle some quarrels immediately now. You take like.
So let me tell you something about me. I'm very quick to say, okay, I've heard you. I can say okay like 1 million times. It's fine. Okay. So when you are calm, I will bring it up again and tell you that, oh babe, that conversation we had, I wasn't actually comfortable with it, but I didn't want to fight. Can I talk to you about it? It's only if you are
You're not also.
you are not
Right.
normal. It's only if you are not normal that you raise your voice again when you are calm, and then no, that's a red flag.
Yeah, I think a little maturity pulls out of that.
Exactly.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like it. Have your drink.
Oh, thanks.
So, in terms of, would you prefer a 9 to 5 or an entrepreneur or someone that's, I mean, like,
The entertainment industry.
eh?
For someone that what?
Or maybe somebody that's just like a tech bro that's just indoors, laptop.
I'm okay with anybody, just don't be boring. If you are a 9 to 5 hour, just don't be boring. Whatever it is you are doing, our relationship must not be boring. I know that being a 9 to 5 person can mess with your schedule and all of those things, but it means that you now have to be more intentional about creating time. You know that okay, I'm only free weekends. Which of these weekends am I giving to my woman? No.
Nice.
So I'm okay with anybody. I've never really thought about dating a man that becomes a popular actor. I don't know if that's gonna work for me.
Why?
I don't know. It's
Don't
just
you want to also be a popular actor?
and both of us cannot be on the. It's
Why
not.
now?
I
It
don't know.
works now.
I don't know. I don't know. I've not thought of it, but I don't know if I have a problem with it, but it's still 50-50.
Yeah, but so do you? What's your take on maybe like kissing scenes? You never do that because of your partner.
So about kissing, to me, it doesn't mean anything. I mean, I've kissed several times on set. It
Oh,
means
really?
it
I've not
means
seen any of that.
it means it means absolutely nothing because sometimes you don't even like this person. Sometimes this people they're not smelling. So it's not all rosy as you people think it is behind. I mean, it's not like that. But when I'm married,
Mm-hmm.
or if I'm in a very committed relationship and my man doesn't want me doing that, there are so many ways to show a
Like, would
romantic
you even get
thing.
into a relationship with someone that's not comfortable with you doing that? That's what I'm saying, first of all.
It depends on how much I like the person. I mean, that's where compromise comes in.
Mm.
If you tick a whole lot of boxes, I can't because of that. Not You're not asking me to quit my career. You're just asking if I can change a part of it, which is fine. So we can just talk about it. Okay, fine. I might not kiss, or I can do. There are so many great actors and actresses that do not kiss in their movies, and they are doing very well. So it's not. There, I can always tell the director that, oh, director, please, can we do it in a way that it looks all romantic, but then there is no. Is it every romantic scenes that you see that they have to kiss for you do? Oh,
No,
exactly.
no.
So it's just
Somebody was giving an illustration of how even Korean
movies. They don't.
drama, they don't.
So that's where other technical aspect comes in: music, the lighting, the costumes, every other thing has to like come in place.
Smart woman, you're schooling me right now.
I'm just saying.
All right, so would you have sex on the first date?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think. See, when the body is working, I don't think this place works sometimes. So I
It should
cannot.
always work.
It should not. Oh no, that's not true. I can't say I can do this or I cannot do it if I've never been there. So I can't actually. You want me to say I can't do it? So that if it happens, you know, say you cannot do.
How about now? No?
I'm just saying, like it's just what it is. Sometimes you cannot say you can't do something. Never say never until you actually find yourself in that situation. There's so many people that we've judged, we've said, why would she do this? Why would you do that? But truly, if you were there, you would have probably done the same thing. So, yeah. I don't think it's anybody's business if anybody should have sex on the first date. If both of you are consenting adults, what's the point? It's just sex. That's what I think.
How
What
religious
about
are you?
you? Can you?
I would not have sex on the first date.
Okay, that's cool.
So
I feel like most sex that happens on the first day usually, you know,
I think
started by the man. So
yeah, then I think it has all. oftentimes there has been stimulated from the conversations that have been had before
then.
that time. So what's it? Okay, you already literally answered that question.
What's the question?
I was going to say, is cheating like a deal breaker for you? If he's genuinely honest about, I mean, we had wine.
Should I tell you a very short story?
We should. Let's go.
About a guy I dated. So not the other ex I was talking about, the one before that one. I usually like go to his place a lot. He was staying with his mom. They had this big house, and I went there one day unexpectedly. Obviously, I went around. I mean, I met around Surulere to shoot. So I was like, let me just branch now. That even if I didn't see him, I wasn't actually coming there to see him. I was coming there to say hi to his mom because I knew she wasn't feeling well. I knew she was going to be at home. So I just, got there. Immediately I got there, she was not downstairs. So I saw their cat. They had like a lot of cats and dogs. She was not downstairs. I think she was upstairs. So I just played with the cats and the dogs, and I went straight upstairs. I didn't go to her room. I said, let me enter my man's room now.
Why would you do that? Why?
I knocked, and then I didn't hear anything. And I opened the door. I didn't see him doing it. I saw him, they were making up, but not like sex. It was his ex.
Shout out to your ex.
Before then, he already told me she was his ex, but then they are still family friends because her family and his family are friends, that kind of thing. So I just saw them on the bed. I didn't leave the house.
You didn't leave the house?
I dropped my bag.
In the room?
I went downstairs. Oh, shit. I entered the kitchen. I wanted to make noodles. I called him. But when I called him, he was not picking his call. I came back outside. I went upstairs. She was dressing up. She was actually giving me attitude. Like she was giving me. I didn't look at her and I said, I want to make noodles. Yeah. Okay. I was like, I want to make noodles. Do you want to eat? So let me tell you something about me. When I want to be crazy, I know how to give mother silent treatment. And I would act very normal. I was in that house. I planned to just go and then go back to my apartment, but I stayed there for the weekend because I just wanted him to suffer. So he was talking about everything. I'm like, what did you do? Why are you telling me sorry? I'm sure he's going to see this video and he's going to laugh. He's married now, by the way. He's going to laugh his ass out. But I was like,
oh, that was satisfying for you.
I was so happy with myself. You have no idea. And his mom was supporting me. For every time he told his mom, his mom would say, what did you do?
But he can't tell his mom what he did.
She knew what he did now.
Oh shit.
And it was like, it was a lot, but then it was fun. After a while, we spoke about it. So that's, by the way, for cheating, I know that if I talk about my reactions if my man should cheat on me, many people would see it as, is she trying to act like a good girl, or it doesn't pay, or it doesn't this. I don't know. It depends on how the cheating happened. Okay. I don't like to say I will forgive, so it doesn't look like, okay, go ahead and do it. But but I know for sure that men will never forgive it. Even if I cheat on my man, I will leave the relationship by myself.
Because
men, I know you guys cannot. It's in your head forever. It's in your head forever.
Forgiving a cheating partner.
Was it in your head forever or not?
It was hard.
Exactly.
It was hard to quite forgive. That's the most important thing.
Wait, it was in your head.
The relationship didn't continue. I forgive.
Can you imagine? What's now the point? I think I can. I can because people that are outside know. There are mad people outside know. So you just enjoy your devil. Enjoy the devil that you have right now. As long as it's something that you can still endure. Why not? If not.
So what would be a great picture for a perfect relationship for you?
Is there anything like a perfect relationship?
I mean, we all have what should be like a perfect relationship. Oh, okay, every month go for dinner. We have dinner outdoor. Summer we're traveling.
I think for me, we just have to be there for each other. Because I can't have anything scheduled in my head. Because the moment I do that, if things don't start to work out the way it is in my head, we start to have issues. But I mean, if we are all open to, the possibilities of changes in relationships, I think it's better. So I don't have anything mapped out in my head like this is how the relationship. As long as I'm happy and you're happy, it's good.
That's calm. So have you been enjoying this? Do I have
Oh
it?
yes,
Will I get the second date? No, no,
maybe,
don't be nice. I mean, be honest.
maybe. I think there's more that I don't know.
Mm.
I think there's more that I need to,
Alright.
find out. So
Alright. Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, do you prefer like taller guys? Because I'm like a bit, I'm not that tall.
as long as we're not the same height, it's fine. Because I'm not.
We're not the same height.
Yeah, because I'm not tall at all. So I'll be really sorry for the kids.
Yeah, don't do that. All right. Well, it was nice meeting you. It was nice having a conversation with you. I think one very key thing in relationships is the fact that you guys can communicate and always have fun, and there's always something to talk about. Yeah. But I have a final question, but probably I would ask the question maybe on the second date or something. Or maybe
I don't like this one
suspense.
is a red flag. Don't I don't like suspense. Just ask the question now.
I think I forgot.
It's fine. It's probably because I'm seated here. I guess
Well, I had fun. I mean, I
I had
think you're a
fun
very
too.
interesting and principled person, and it was amazing. Now you have a very beautiful smile.
Thank you.
And you're about to smile again. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.